has. What a match coming up. It was 9 years ago yesterday that these clubs faced off in one of the A-League's most memorable grand finals. That 6-0 annihilation across town at Etihad Stadium. But who looks more likely to push for silverware this season? It's fifth up against third as the Melbourne Victory play host to Adelaide United. When they last met on November 28, the home team won 2-1 to go top with 16 points, while they left the winless Reds languishing at the foot of the table. Since then, it's been all change. Adelaide United have taken 27 points out of a possible 33 in an 11-game unbeaten streak, while the Victory have taken just 13 points from their 12 games to slump to fifth. Two clubs moving in opposite directions over the past few months, Robbie Slater.
Well, Adelaide's rise from that date you just mentioned has been absolutely extraordinary and incredible. Goodwin playing in that position is always going to want to come inside on his left foot and try to bend it to the top corner. Good defending. Terrific start to the match, tempo.
Both teams playing to win tonight. That's what their coaches said heading into this one. Now Broxham had Galekovic at full stretch.
It did. Look, it's a comfortable save in the end, but it's not one you really expect, is it? Broxham receives the ball, doesn't really get it out of his feet perfectly, but he's still with a short back lift. Look at that short back lift. Drills it towards goal, and Galekovic, comfortable in the end, just palms it over.
And leaving with nothing to show for it at the end. The Victory won that one 4-3 back in 13-14. Now Finkler. Good shape, and Thompson! The volley just over the crossbar. Brilliant improvisation from the veteran.
He's actually leaning back. I think he thinks there's more pace on this cross. Good work from Finkler. Gets away from one, crosses this one. Archie Thompson unmarked, and he's already leaning. And he thought there was probably more pace on that cross, and he just can't control it to keep it down.
Gets it back from Ben Colfalla. He's the former Central Coast Mariner. A few players slipping and sliding out there. Thompson made a nice run. Barisha was picked out, and again a foul is committed.
Yeah, probably a safe distance, although Guy Finkler very capable even from this distance, but they're well organised, Adelaide, and difficult to play through. But didn't need to commit that foul, Elsie. Barisha facing away from the goal. We talk about Galekovic's vast experience. Terrific goalkeeper. Takes something very, very special from this distance.
All the officials watching with eagle eyes as Finkler lines up a free kick at this end. And he beats it, and it hits the woodwork again. Can you believe it? This time there's no worries about whether it crossed the line. But how good is his technique from the set piece?
Well, I was saying that it's going to take something very special. He nearly produced it, Finkler. Wonderful free kick, just wouldn't dip for him.
I'm sure Elrich would love to play his football week in, week out on the right fullback role. Here's Finkler's effort.
Wow. And you just think, and you look at that, if it's a little bit lower, Galekovic probably tips it over, doesn't he? Oof, or is it past him? Anyway. It's not entirely Ben Williams' fault, but it has been very niggly. And Adelaide have been difficult to break down. And that's what's happened a lot. You know, if they beat one, there's someone else coming back to double up.
Is there one final flourish at the back end of the half? Finkler! Oh, it just eludes Bozanic for the tap-in. After the 1 minute had elapsed as well, Ben Williams letting it roll.
He's got to read that, Bozanic. That's a tap-in at the back post, and he doesn't. He's caught flat-footed. Best chance of the half.
Well, there might have been a deflection as well that maybe wrong-footed him, but we nearly got the goal right on the stroke of half-time. But at half-time, it's Melbourne victory 0, Adelaide United 0. You heard the cry of anguish from Broxham as he went to ground. Free kick taken quickly in and hit an Adelaide United player within 10 yards, but it's play on for the Reds. Mork! Just over the crossbar again. Missed it by about the same margin as Archie Thompson in the first half. Colin Barras dispatching a penalty. That's brilliant. Goodwin to Karuska. Chite holds his run. Oh, the footwork from Karuska, who tries the cheeky chip to round it all off. Would have been spectacular.
Would have been, but I think he just gets too clever in the end. He should have just put his boot through that. Beautiful skill to make that space in the penalty area, and then just got too clever. That's their best chance.
Good ball, Georgievski, as Berisha peeled off on the edge of the area. Bozanic encouraged to shoot. Plays in Ben Kalfala instead. McGowan stopped the first cross. Now the step-overs from the Tunisian, opening up an angle. Tried to feed it to Bozanic again. How's that from Isaias on the edge of his defensive box? The little drag back. Advantage played by Williams to Isaias. Not too many to hit, only really Goodwin, who dropped off intelligently. Jite, who was stopped earlier, able to join the attack in the end. And now Therio putting the head down. And good playing by Vukovic.
Oh, it's a good period. They're looking more likely, you'd have to say, when they get into that front third. Adelaide are looking more likely.
Well, Karuska had to let Berisha go in the end. It's opening up now. Finkler. Georgievski. Looking to pick out Ben Kalfala at the back post.
It's a poor cross from Georgievski's first touch. Let him down to be able to execute a good first touch. A good cross, rather. Terrific burst from Berisha, though, wasn't it?
This game might be one on fitness.
Yeah, I think you might be right. And this guy's not bad in that department.
Well, Goodwin waiting for support. Takes on the strike, and it cannons back off the post. And he's offside because it came back off Jite.
Well, he nearly broke the post. And that was clever from Goodwin because he had no one near him. He's left Georgievski in his wake. Look at that. Georgievski dives in. He bursts into the penalty box. No one to hit. Oh, it's not far away, is it? He's desperately unlucky. And the post was shaking.
As we watch that replay, Archie Thompson has made way for Connor Payne. Good opportunity for the freshman, the pacey winger. Try and exploit the space that is opening up now. Ben Kalfala's come across to the right-hand side. Connor Payne down the left. Berisha hoping for some service. Jite coming back from an offside position. This fixture just dominated by the victory, especially here in Melbourne. And here they come. Well played, Georgievski, to release Ben Kalfala. And McGowan stops the initial thrust. Oh, the spectacular effort from Besart Berisha, who's upset with himself for being unable to direct the bicycle kick on target.
Yeah, well, they haven't got him behind many times, but this time they managed to do so. Kalfala, off he goes. I think he can keep going here. I think he'll have another touch towards the near post, and I think one might drop off and he might have another option. Berisha, little other option than to go for the bicycle. If anyone can execute there, that's him, but not that time. Well, particularly And I've already mentioned it. We are past the 88th minute. It's Craig Goodwin time, according to the stats.
Oh, Mahazi just bounces off his chest to Mork. How's the trick from Goodwin? And Mahazi's committed another foul. Advantage play to Mork. He looks for Kamau, trying to place it, and it's in! It took a deflection! And Adelaide United in the 90th minute may well have stolen all 3 points for the first time in 5 years at Amy Park against the Victory.
Well, you would think so, and I was just telling you it was Craig Goodwin time. He's the one that creates this goal. It's his burst from the middle of the park. Here he goes, he wins the ball there. Well, he doesn't win it, but then he eliminates Broxham. Then he's on his way. Good and very good from Ben Williams to play on. Ball ends up at Kamau, and Vukovic will be very disappointed.
It's a deflection.
Oh, is it?
That's what catches out the keeper.
Oh, it does as well. But still near post. You should have it covered. He's a bit unlucky, but the ball is going the other way. To readjust, maybe I'm being harsh, but it's Craig Goodwin's burst from the middle of the park that creates the chance. And Adelaide, I said it, they'd look more likely in the front third in the second half, and they get one.
20th game in the A-League for Bruce Kamau, and he has his first goal, and what a priceless one. The unbeaten streak for Adelaide United will extend to 12. And there it goes, the full-time whistle. Adelaide United winners at Amy Park against the Victory for the first time in a long time, and Eugene Galekovic finally knows what it's like to beat his former club. Winless in his 15 previous games against them, but Bruce Kamau's winner, with the aid of a deflection, keeps this unbeaten run under Guillermo Amor going. It's up to 12 now. They're solid in third spot as well, within 2 points of top spot on the table. And they were bottom last time they took on the Victory. Can their momentum be stopped? The Reds. Full time. Adelaide United 1, Melbourne Victory 0.